They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one too low.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's Pacheco.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steamers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
4th down to give to Gibbs.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And just shedding him off there.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Huskies have got it back to within a score. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do. Because
there he goes left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Steamers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Jackson on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steamers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Marshall.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
Again, Jackson taking a shot here for Marshall. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
38 yards.
And the Huskies are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now they're in the hurry up.
Mahomes going to change things up. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
1st down and 10 at the 49-yard line.
DC, right? DC.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Woods has it complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a 2nd and 10. Downs going in motion left. Play action. It's Jackson.
Incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Together, all! Keep it together! Get 'em up! Focus, pause, focus!
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Mahomes going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
At the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 29 yards.
And the Steamers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
See the replay. Got it.
What I saw.
Of course he called that.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Steamers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking to stop for Woods, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the defense.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give to Pacheco off the option. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea